Welcome to Scary Mary Asia. The Penanggal and the quiet villages of old Malaya. People whispered about a creature that flew through the night. Not as a bird, not as a ghost, but as a woman's severed head, trailing her glowing, dripping entrails behind her. By day, she looked like any other woman. Beautiful, kind, perhaps a midwife or herbalist who helped deliver babies and heal the sick. But when night fell and the moon rose full and white, she would perform a dark ritual, soaking in vinegar, chanting ancient words, until her head tore itself from her body, pulling her organs free as she took to the sky. They called her Penanggal, from the Malay word tangle, meaning to detach. Her curse and hunger, the Penanggal craves blood, especially that of new mothers and infants. She slips through cracks in the roof or under doors, her intestines glowing faintly, her tongue flicking out to lap at the blood of her victims. Villagers believed that her presence was marked by the smell of vinegar, because before dawn, she had to soak her organs to shrink them back into her body, or else she wouldn't be able to reattach before sunrise. Protection against the Penanggal. To protect themselves, villages would scatter thorny branches, especially mengkuang or pandan leaves, around windows and doors. Her dangling organs would get caught. Place jars of broken glass or thorns beneath the house. Burn incense and chant prayers to ward off her spirit. If someone suspected a woman of being a Penanggal, they'd watch her carefully at night. If her headless body was found lying at home, vinegar nearby, they knew the truth. And the only way to destroy her was to fill her empty body with broken glass, thorns, or vinegar, so that when she returned before dawn, she would be unable to reattach and perish. With the rising sun, the legend of the Penanggal. They say, in the still of the night, when the moon is full and white, and the dogs begin to howl without reason, something unholy drifts through the sky. It isn't a ghost, it isn't a spirit. It's something far worse. A woman's head, floating through the darkness, her eyes glowing red, her entrails glistening, dripping with blood. In the villages of old Malaya, Penanggal. Penanggal, long ago, in a small kampung, surrounded by paddy fields and thick forest, there lived a midwife named Maxam. She was gentle, wise, and everyone trusted her. Whenever a woman went into labor, Maxam would be there, whispering prayers, boiling herbs, helping bring life into the world. But soon, strange things began to happen. Babies began dying in their sleep. Mothers grew pale and weak after childbirth, as if something had drained their life away. People said it was sickness. Others whispered it was a curse. But one old man muttered, "No, it's her. It's the Penanggal." One night, a young villager named Rahim decided to find out the truth. He followed Maxam home after she had delivered a baby. Through a crack in her bamboo wall, he saw her lighting candles around a bowl of water and herbs. She began to chant in a language he couldn't understand, her voice turning low, guttural, inhuman. Then, she leaned forward, and in one horrifying motion, her head tore away from her body. Flesh-ripping veins stretching until her head floated free, her entrails hanging and dripping with blood. Rahim froze. He couldn't even scream. He watched as the head, Maxam's head, flew out the window and vanished into the night. That night, the village fell silent. Only the sound of wings, not bird wings, but the faint flutter of something wet and heavy moved through the trees. The Penanggal glided low, her intestines glowing faintly in the moonlight. She could smell it. Blood. Inside a small wooden house, a mother cradled her newborn. The oil lamp flickered. The mother shivered. She could feel something watching her. The Penanggal pressed her face against the window slats, her long tongue slipping through the cracks, searching, reaching for the child. But the villagers had prepared. They'd laid thorny branches, pandan leaves, and broken glass around every door and window. The Penanggal's organs brushed the thorns, and she screamed, a sound that wasn't human, half pain, half fury. She fled into the darkness, but Rahim had seen everything, and he knew where she would return to her body before sunrise. Rahim gathered the villagers. Together, They crept to Maxom's hut. There it was. Her body, headless, sitting upright like a doll. The candles were still burning. The air stank of vinegar. The smell she used to preserve her organs. Without a word, Rahim lifted a jar of broken glass and thorns. They stuffed them into the hollow neck of her body. Then they waited. Hours passed. The sky began to pale with the first light of dawn, and then a faint sound of wings. Through the window came the floating head, trembling, desperate. It lowered itself, trying to reattach, but as soon as it touched the body, a piercing scream tore through the air. The Penanggal writhed, blood spraying, her entrails shriveling as the sun's first rays struck her. And then silence. When the villagers entered Maxom's hut, they found only ashes and the faint smell of vinegar. No one spoke of her again. But from that day on, mothers kept thorns beneath their cradles. And if you walk through a quiet kampong at night and smell vinegar in the wind, they say it means the Penanggal is near. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like, share, and comment.